Welcome to the Weight Loss Management series, or rather webinar. So today we're going to cover how you can gain control of your weight and keep control of your weight using other natural methods. So let's get started without further ado and get this thing rocking. So the first slide I wanted to touch on here is 51% of Americans want to lose weight, but only 25% are seriously trying to lose weight. And this is a poll that was taken in 2013. The numbers are actually greater now for the amount of Americans that want to lose weight. But the question is, why is that? So it all comes down to belief. Many people believe that weight loss requires extreme methods. Does this sound familiar? There is no magic bullet that will result in weight loss. I want to be very clear with you on that for tonight's webinar. You will get the keys to success and learn how to use them. However, you are the driver of your own health. The keys empower you, the vehicle provides you tools, but you are the driver who decides ultimately where you'll end up. So keep that in mind as we cover the webinar. The great thing is you are in control. And one affirmation I wanted to start us out on, because we will be touching on mindset, obviously. We've already touched on it, but once again, I just want to reaffirm the importance of your mindset when it comes to addressing weight management. It can be kind of the win-all for you. So this quote, once your mindset changes, everything on the outside will change along with it. Success with weight management begins with, first, our intake of food nutrients, as you can see on the pyramid, is the base foundation for your health. Second, exercise and activity level. Third, adequate rest and management of stress. And fourth, toxic load reduction and the elimination of toxins. So this is just to give you a visual of how you need to stack the priorities in your life for your weight management. And I'm going to touch on these 4 basic notes for managing your weight so that you can have a game plan for how to go about doing that. All right, so let's start with the first foundation, what you eat. You cannot outrun your fork. All right, so the easiest way to lose weight through diet is to reduce the number of calories consumed. So if you want to do the math, your current calorie intake needs to be reduced by 500 calories, and that will equal weight loss. Deficient of 3,500 calories over time will cause the body to lose 1 pound. So if you're looking at a time frame that you want to lose a certain amount of weight by, if you stick to this 7 days, you can count on losing 1 pound a week. All right, so let's talk about proportions. So it's recommended that protein per meal be about the size of your palm. Fats, and I'm talking about healthy, natural fats, a good size of your thumb. Carbs, it's supposed to be at the size of your closed fist. And keep in mind, when you're trying to lose weight, if that's your end goal, decreasing your carb intake by 100 grams per day, decrease to about 100 grams per day is what is recommended for weight loss, but you don't have to stick to that. Okay, so I want to touch briefly on diets. So you have the keto diet. It's a high fats, low carbs, moderate, low protein diet. You have the Trim and Healthy Mama, which separates fats from carbs. You have paleo or Whole30. They are different, but in general, they focus mostly on whole and natural foods. So, and of course, all of these diets eliminate sugar too from your intake. Now, knowing your body type will really help to know exactly what meal plans will work best for you for your weight management goals. And I'm going to be gifting everybody in this webinar an ebook, and it's going to have some things like your body type testing and how to work out for your body type and all that stuff. So don't get too caught up in all that. Just know that that's coming and the later information that you're going to receive in that ebook. Okay. Sorry, I skipped over one. So key points from diets. Okay, number one, fats and carbs are the energy sources that you burn. So when preparing meals, choose which one is going to be your energy source. That will help your body to not store fat from the other source by separating them. Number two, no sugar. It's always a good plan to go without sugar and find some healthy replacements. Stevia is one of the best and most recommended ones because it really helps with managing blood sugar levels. Okay, number three, higher fat nutrient foods serve the body better for weight loss because cutting carbs releases fat more efficiently. So just consider that. Number four, whole foods, especially plenty of plant-based ones like fruits and vegetables, are always a good idea. I really do not limit any of these in my life. So try cutting out all processed foods for just 1 week and find out how much of a key part to your lifestyle those negative foods have been. That can just be a great place to start, just to find out where you really are and have an accurate starting point. So changing lifestyle to nutrient, whole food, rich foods may be the only thing that's really holding you back from success. You may find that that one tweak to your diet may be all the difference. All right, now I want to talk about supplements. So doTERRA provides a supplement combo that is called the Lifelong Vitality Pack. It has 3 supplements that you take daily together. The first one is Alpha CRS Plus. This supports cellular function, provides energy, and helps to protect cells against oxidative stress. Secondly, we have the XC Omega, a blend of marine and land-based essential oil omega fatty acids, which support healthy skin, joint function, and immune function. Also contains 9 different essential oils, which are really good for your health and benefit. They have the vegan form available too. The Microplex MVZ, food nutrient complex, basically, provides essential vitamins and minerals to support normal growth function and maintenance of cells. This is using bioavailable nutrients, meaning your body will recognize it as it would food, which is important to understand that most of the health industry, when it comes to supplements, do not choose to do this because it's cheaper to not do it. So you're really getting the real deal here, and that will make a big difference. You'll notice that it will say folate instead of folate acid on the ingredients list, and because it's using the actual folate. All right, so recap of the 3 supplements. With the 3 supplements, they are designed to give you better energy, youthfulness, metabolism will be affected, brain and emotional health, skin and hair, joints and muscle, cellular integrity, and protection, plus immune support. It also contains 12 servings worth of vegetable nutrients just in 1 day's dose. So think about that when you're thinking about needing to up maybe your plant-based nutrients that you're intaking. Supplements are pretty key to that. And if you find any high-achieving athlete, person that just is really in a healthy state, most of them you're going to find supplements. All right, so talking about greens and getting more greens in with our 12 servings there with the vitamin pack. One of my favorite doTERRA products is Terra Greens. And it's such a beautiful drink mix that you can have on the go. You can also cook it into granola bars or add it to yogurt. It's just very versatile. But what I really love about it is it helps to get your greens and your fruits and your vegetables both. It also helps with healthy weight management. It helps with optimal digestion function and immune support. So there really is no negative to this thing. And for me, one of the biggest areas is just making sure that I'm getting enough of the real foods that I need to be getting, fruits and vegetables. Sometimes it's hard to chew and actually prepare that many salads and cut that many greens. And yes, I do eat salads. But to have something that gives me that extra boost that's very cost effective, but easy and friendly to mix in for my kids and to anything that we want to eat or drink really helps there. So I cannot tell you enough about how great this product is. In fact, my kids basically think it's juice. Okay, so next, Terrazyme. This supports nutrient absorption, supports digestion of processed foods, supports production of metabolic enzymes. So this can be really key for when you're eating healthy to be able to absorb those nutrients as your body needs to use them effectively, and also with your metabolic body rate, to have the enzymes working properly. And this is important for you to know. Women who are, I believe it's 34, your digestive enzymes are actually dropping yearly. So to have a supplement to help with that is going to be key if you are 34 or older and you're a woman. Next, we have Zendocrine Complex. So this is a blend of whole food extracts which supports cleansing functions of liver, kidney, colon, lungs, and skin. It also helps with skin. It allows basically the body to cleanse itself within. And just, when our bodies are overloaded with junk, perhaps even junk food that we've had that day, it just gets behind and stuck in other areas. So keeping everything clean and detoxing, keeping the system running efficiently as an engine really can help with your weight management goals once again. Now, this is not just for weight management, but it will help aid in that. So I recommend this one. I take it daily. Slim and Sassy Trim Shake. So I love these things. And they even have the vegan form. So you can really do either or. So the Trim Shakes. These are some things that you're going to find beneficial with using the Trim Shakes. Number one, it enhances energy levels. And if you're a mom, just say hooray. Number two, it helps alleviate diet and exercise fatigue. How many people have gone on diets and crash burned? Yeah, you're not going to have that with this. So number three, it helps reduce hunger and carbohydrate cravings. This is really key. This goes back to when we talked about what you're intaking. You probably want to cut back on your carbohydrates. So this can help with that. Number four, provides essential amino acids to help prevent loss of muscle mass and muscle tone. You never want to be giving up muscle mass and muscle tone for the sake of a number on a scale. Number five, it helps manage the stress hormone cortisol that is associated to weight gain around the stomach, hips, and thighs. So this for me is a huge one because that's, I struggle with that. But what I noticed with taking the Trim Shake is that it really has helped with the weight loss around those areas, but also with just being able to de-stress faster and not stay in that high gear where I cannot get that stress to just turn off. So I love taking it. I try to make sure that I've taken it at least once a day just to even help with the stress factor, but also the weight management side is very beneficial. Number six, it's a healthy, clean source of protein. We need more of those. So it contains 8 grams of protein, if you're wondering. You can make it easily into another like 20 to 25 grams of protein by using 2 scoops and a nut milk. Like I like to use the protein nut milk, but you could also use cow's milk if you would like to do that. So here's a really good tip for when you're doing protein shakes and stuff. So too much protein actually can equal sugar in the body, which is not good for weight loss goals. That's why, you know, some of the diets that were listed before in the previous part of our webinar have moderate to low protein, because if you start doing too much protein, your body will start using the protein like it would sugar, and that will actually be detrimental to your weight loss goals. So the great thing about having a lower protein shake is that you are in more control if you're keeping track of your protein for that reason, and you can add more. You can keep it to 8 grams if that's really what you actually need for that day or in that time zone that you're eating in, to make sure that your body is not using the protein in a negative way to affect your weight. All right, the next thing we need to cover is water. Water intake is so important for your body system, but also for your weight management. So as a goal, you should have to drink half your body weight in ounces of water. This will help with keeping you feeling full, more satisfied. It will also help to release water retention that can cause weight gain by keeping your cells hydrated. It will give a boost to your metabolism by drinking water consistently through the day, and it lessens cellulite. So all great reasons to make sure that your water is at least half your body weight in ounces. Slim and Sassy Metabolic Blend. This is a amazing blend by doTERRA. I have fallen in love with it. It was really what first got me on my first weight loss success. After having our first child, I was able to drop 10 pounds just by using this oil alone with my water consistently. Of course, keep in mind I was eating healthy. I was already exercising at the time, and I had been. But this really, I think, put me back on track. So I'm not going to say that you're going to lose 10 pounds. I think for everybody it varies differently. But for that time period, it was really good. And I use it consistently, even to this day. So now what does it do? It helps manage hunger cravings while lifting your mood. And for those of you who don't know, but your mood will affect what you eat and why you eat. So a lot of negative food choices are actually grounded in emotional troubles, or, you know, emotional mood that we're going through at that moment that causes us to want to reach for maybe a comfort food of some sort. So that's great for managing that. It promotes healthy metabolism, so it's going to help to really boost that metabolism for you. Add to your water before workout for revitalization, an energy boost there. Promotes healthy blood sugar levels. You're less likely to crave, you know, carbs and sugars and all this crazy stuff when you can keep that balanced. Consume before meals to help control appetite and overeating. Helps with the breakdown of toxins within our body's fat. This will release fat from the body by doing so. How to use. So basically you can take 2 to 3 drops in water 3 to 5 times per day, 3 to 5 drops on the tongue or under per day, 5 drops in capsule 3 to 5 times per day, or you can use the soft gels 3 to 5 times a day instead of the oil if that's what you would like to choose to do. Okay, so what about external target areas? Take this oil and dilute it with a carrier oil. Add to a lotion that doTERRA has. You want like an unscented, very natural one if you're going to use it topically to help break down toxins. And you're going to just apply this rub topically to trouble zones that you wish to target, cellulite, extra places that you carry more weight. It's grand for those places. I do this before bedtime because it does have some citrus oils in it. So I know that I want to give at least 12 hours before I am exposing that part of my body to sunlight, so just keep that in mind. Do it before bed, and you don't even have to worry about that. Science behind how it works. So basically, the essential oils plus fat, which is toxins, equals fat release or weight loss. Because your body has what it does to protect itself against toxins that you may consume or be introduced to. It'll actually take those toxins and it will wrap it in a fat cell, and that just kind of protects the body from that toxin. And so it's a great self-defense that the body has, but it also means that you can diet, you can do all this stuff, and you might not see the changes simply because you're dealing with a toxic overload within your body. So, and I really feel like probably that's what I had after our first baby is, because I had been dieting, I had been exercising, I had been doing all the right stuff, and had basically plateaued could not shake the last 10 pounds. So that's how essential oils work. It's really important knowing that you stick with quality, because bad essential oils are going to introduce other toxins and bad qualities, which is going to give you more fat or weight gain instead of helping with that. FDA standards basically only requires that essential oil companies have 1% pure essential oil in their bottles in order to sell them at 100, labeled at 100% organic, just all this crazy stuff, pure, all that. So that's why you want to be very careful about what you're buying and not just buying something off the store shelf or anybody's brand of essential oils, because legally they can claim all sorts of stuff and just have 1% in that bottle. So why quality matters. Authenticity means the composition equals the plant specified on the bottle. doTERRA is a big check for this. Genuine is equivalent to the term unadulterated, or the essential oil is 100%. doTERRA is completely this. Sourcing essential oils from plants grown in their native habitat affect the potency. doTERRA has this checked off. Most essential oil companies, you'll find out, will fail at this third check right there, even if they have the other two. Most cannot do this. As a final note, purity alone does not necessarily mean an oil is good quality. This is something we find that people don't always understand. It must also have potency. It's got to be the best of the best. It has to be genuine. It's got to be exactly what it's supposed to be, unadulterated, and it has to have authentic properties. So you really want to make sure that you are scrutinizing what oils you're getting and making sure it's checked for all. So with doTERRA, the cool thing with doTERRA is you are guaranteed the absolute best of the best. That's why you have so many people that are using doTERRA today and in the health profession world. You get plants sourced and harvested in the natural habitat, free of fillers, foreign contaminants, pesticides, all that. Potency is at 100%. So even if the plant had a drought that year, basically that's going to affect the essential oil, and doTERRA won't sell it. So you only get the best of the best. Every batch is tested so nothing slips through. A lot of essential oil industry places, they don't do that. Third party tested by outsiders. This is something that also other companies do not always do. And you can check the results from third party testers on source2u.com. You can just submit your oil bottle label at the bottom and find the exact result for your bottle of oil, which is great. I think every company to be trusted needs to have perfect transparency, as doTERRA does. I like that I can trust doTERRA's transparency. All right, and of course there's some other information for you on the screen if you want to take a screenshot. I'm going to move on. So we're going to move on quickly to our second foundation, which is the exercise foundation for your weight management. Mostly when it comes to exercising, one of the things that holds us back is managing the discomforts that we may find come up with exercising. So for like joint pain, muscle discomfort, all that stuff, I recommend using the Deep Blue. You can use it in the oil form, the roll-on, or the rub. The rub is our favorite. It's already diluted and it's very soothing. It repairs and helps with tissue and muscle and even joint discomforts. And if it's a little bit more, use the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. This is really great for those who have maybe constant discomfort, even in the back area and other places. This can really help just by taking that supplement once a day as instructed. Okay, so pro tip for exercise. Number one, exercise first thing in the morning will boost your metabolism. Exercising with a plan according to your body type will give you better results for your time. And again, that's going to be in the ebook that you can take the body type result test, and it'll give you how to eat and how to exercise for that. All right, the second thing is staying motivated, not feeling up to exercising, don't want to do it. So I've got some oils for you here. Wild orange, simply inhale this one or rub it on a place of your body that is not going to be exposed to the sun if you're exercising in the daylight. Number two, use peppermint. It's very alerting and it wakes you up. I even use this in the morning to get up when I'm trying to wake up my mind, my senses, and get moving. Use Motivate. I love diffusing this one. It's great to also just inhale before class or apply topically. Breathe. I inhale this one. I take it with me. I put a drop in my hands. I cup them over my mouth and I inhale deeply. It just helps me to get a really good breath in my lungs and also makes me very alert. Okay, so the second section for the foundation of health and weight management is going to be rest and manage stress. So here's some guidelines for you. Set a bedtime and rise time. Stick with it. Your body will adjust. Turn off electronic devices 1 hour prior to bed. Diffuse Serenity oil and or take soft gels to help your body to enter that space of rest both physically and mentally. Have a rest day every week. Spend this time resting and refueling your inner tank. It doesn't have to be a whole day, but set aside a time to do this on a regular basis. Use balance oil daily, morning and night on the bottoms of your feet to promote balanced emotional state throughout the day and calm at night. So managing your stress, curb emotional eating. So I use Balance and Serenity for calm. You can also use Console for comfort. Instead of reaching for that comfort food, reach for your oil, inhale it. I like to diffuse the oils, but applying them topically can be great too. If it's emotional, a great place to apply topically is over the heart. Positive mind shift. So I love using Cheer or Elevation diffused. This just really uplifts my mind, gets me moving in the right direction. You could, of course, diffuse something like Motivate or something else that really gets you going. All right, the fourth foundation, reducing toxic load. So you may want to do this cleanse just to reduce your toxic load, give your body a really good flush out. This is a very gentle cleanse that doTERRA has, and if you want to glance at the graph of how the cleanse would work, it's on your screen there. I recommend taking it with the Slim and Sassy soft gels or the Slim and Sassy oil, just to get that extra boost to your metabolism and the weight loss that you may be trying to achieve. Don't forget your emotional aromatherapy there at the bottom to support your emotions during this time. But the basic idea would be to reduce the toxic load that's within your body, help your fat cells to break down those toxins so that they can be released, and start within. You can also do this within your home, but I recommend starting within your body first and then looking at your home life. Okay, so perhaps you want your story to be like their stories. You can see just a couple of the contestants for the Slim and Sassy Challenge throughout some of the years and how much they've changed in just 3 months' time. Now, some it was 2 months, some it was 3 months, and a couple weeks, but they just stuck to the Trim Shake, the Slim and Sassy protocol, and they worked the change. Some of them exercised very diligently, some of them didn't as diligently, but changed nonetheless. So I'm going to have all of that for you in the ebook if you want to get started on the Slim and Sassy protocol and invest in your health and just see where it goes in the next 3 months. And that will all be in the ebook for you to have. Oops. The best way to get your kit, if you do want to do the Slim and Sassy protocol, is to get the kit with the supplements and the oils and the Trim Shake. And the best way for you to order that, if you're already a current member, is through your Loyalty Rewards order. Take a snap picture. You're going to see the difference and why that is the best way for you to buy. A summary of just what we've covered tonight, and just a 5-step, easy to do, no matter who you are here tonight, is number 1, meal plan and prep. So have an idea of what you're going to do. And I encourage you to go through the ebook, take the body type assessment test, go through all that. There are some recipes that are going to be there too. Number 2, drink at least half your body weight in ounces of water. Everybody can do this. Start with that. Supplements. It's important for you to be supplementing. You're not going to be able to eat all the nutritious vitamins that you need. Supplement. Number 4, scheduling your exercise time and track your results. If you just say you're going to get to it, you will never get to it. Schedule it. Number 5, deep sleep. Get adequate hours and quality sleep. Not just, adequate hours and just, be waking up. You need to make sure you're getting great sleep. And again, the oils really help a lot of people with this. So remember that this is a lifestyle. It is not a quick change. It is not a something that you want to do just for 3 months and then drop it like a hot potato. You want to create a lifestyle that you can stick with, and you will feel better if you can stick with this lifestyle and care for your body daily and throughout the years, and you won't regret it. Okay, so what if you don't have a wholesale membership with doTERRA? It's easy peasy. Get with a friend who invited you to this webinar, and they'll help you to save 25% off all products by helping you get your membership started there. My gift to you, I'm giving everybody an ebook. In this ebook, you can find how to find your body type, what to eat for your body type, how to exercise for your body type, charts for any of the doTERRA health options you want to take. But there'll be recipes in this ebook, a positive mindset reset, affirmations, and a free emotions app to use for your oils and dealing with your emotions so that you can stay on top of things and not, ditch your diet and your health plans just because you had an emotionally bad day, which, we've all been there before. So let's not let that steal the joy. All right, I believe that's it for our webinar, and I'm going to stop the recording. Be looking for the ebook or request one if you did not get one. Thank you for watching this recording. I hope it's helpful to you.